Hello, in this video I shall show you how to use the Gnuplot Helper software. This one is a Gnuplot Helper.exe. Okay, let me open it. And I assume that you have already installed Gnuplot software itself, otherwise this software will not work without the help of Gnuplot plotting software. So as you can see that there are various fields in this panel. First, you can give the x-axis, level of x-axis, ranges, intervals, tick intervals, and all that. Okay, we shall do it later on. Let me first give the curve title, test curve, data file location. I can give data file or an equation in one is allowed at a time. So let me first choose the data file, then I shall show you how to give equation. Okay, this is a data file which contains some data in a tabular format. For you, let me open the data file so that you can understand. Okay, this is the first column, this is the first column, second column, third, fourth, fifth and sixth. Okay, suppose I want to plot the graph for first column versus second column. Okay, so in this case I shall specify the first column to be the column number 1. Okay, this has already been given here, and second column number 2. If I want to plot the graph between first column versus third column, again I have to give it like this. X is 1, okay, y will be 3 in this case. Okay, now let me okay, see here the point cell has been chosen to be points. Okay, so the graph that will be shown will be a point graph. Let me plot the graph by pressing here. So the points are coming 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 5 6 so 8 points and one more point, 9 point, and then another point here. Okay, so as you can see that there are some marginal points. Due to that all the points are not clearly visible. Let me adjust the x-axis range and y-axis range so that all the points are within the graph. So here first column, if I see that it starts from 1 and ends at 10, so let me choose here 0 to 15 so that all the points are within the range. And in case of third column, which is the y-axis, the lowest value is 4 and the highest value is 10. So let me choose here again let me choose here 2, which is less than 4, and here let me choose 15 again. Okay, if I want to give a level x-axis, here y-axis, okay, yeah, I can specify the tick interval, the interval after which a tick mark will be given on the graph. Let me choose it 2. So after every 2 units it will give a tick mark. Okay, let me plot it again. Okay, now you can see that all the points are visible. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and 10. Okay, there are total 10 points. There are total 10 rows are here. Starting from 1 to 10, there are total 10 rows. So there will be 10 points and all the points are coming in our graph. And as you can see that the curve name has been given here, test curve. Okay, I can make it if I click it here boxed, then the title will be within a box. It is nicer to see. Okay, now I can change the point style and size and width and all that. If I increase the size by from 1 to 3, width by 1, type, let me choose fourth type, color, third color, and plot it again. Okay, now you can see that the points are now bigger. Size has been changed from 1 to 3. Width of the borders. Okay, this is also now thicker. Type is now different. Different types of points are plotted, and color is also different. Okay. Now let me choose lines. Now you can see that all the points has been joined by lines. Okay. I can choose here points plus lines. It will plot the points along with lines. Okay. In this manner, I can change the various options and plot various types of graphs. Let me show you one thing more, how to plot errors. If I choose X error bar, it will show the errors of x-axis. If I choose Y error bars, it will show the errors of y-axis. And if I choose XY error bar, it will show the errors on both x-axis and y-axis. Let me choose this one for your understanding. Okay. As soon as I choose this XY error bar option, I have to specify the X error column and Y error column. Okay. Now here, suppose this column represents the Y error column, and this column represents the X error. Okay. So this is my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fifth column represents the X error, and fourth column represents Y error. So X error column will be 5 and Y error column will be 4. Okay, I have chosen this option. Now let me plot. Okay, you can see that the error bars are given now. Okay. Okay. Now let me edit to the list so that I can plot another graph along with this graph. Okay, this graph has been already added to the list. Now let me plot an equation for your understanding. You can give another data file also, no problem. But let me give here now an equation. Suppose cos of x. Suppose let me give only x. Okay, let me give you a title. Simple equation. Okay. Now let me join the points by lines. Use your lines. There is no XY errors, so there is no meaning of choosing this option. Okay, as you can see that this line has been plotted here along with the previous points. Let me change the color of this line. Fourth. Okay, so the different color now has been plotted for lines. Okay, I can now add it also to the list and then save the graph in an image format. Okay, let me choose figure 1. Actually already with this name already a graph exists. So if I want to replace it, let me choose this one, replace. Yes, it will take some time and then it will plot. Okay, as you can see, the graph has been saved in EPS format. Okay. Okay. The location is on my desktop. Let me see whether it comes. Yes, this is the graph. Okay, this one. Okay, so in this manner you can add other equation or data into the same graph plane and draw your graph. Now I will show you how to plot 3D graph. Okay, so if I choose this 3D, okay, let me reset it so that it becomes clear. Okay, now let me choose the same data file again and plot a 3D graph. Yes, there are various columns, 5 columns are there. So for plotting a 3D graph, we need 3 columns: X column, Y column, and Z column. Let it be, this one be X column, this one be Y column, and this will be Z column. So here X is 1, okay, Y will be 2, and Z will be 3. Okay, let me tell you what is this delimiter. Actually, in some data file, the separation between the columns are not given as space. These are given as commas or columns or any other symbol. In that case, you have to specify it here. Otherwise, this is not necessary. If the delimiter is a gap or space, then it is not necessary to give here anything, But if it is comma or colon or any other symbol, then you have to specify it. Otherwise, it will not show you any graph output. Okay. So in this case, we have gap. So it is not necessary to fill up this box. Now you have to specify the range of z-axis also. See here, the y column has now changed, so I have to change the range of y column. So let me choose here 0 to 40, and for z-axis, name z-axis, range goes from 2 to 50, as in the previous case. I can choose this one to plot a logarithmic scale along z-axis. Okay, if I choose here, then it will ask me whether I want to give the base to be e or base to be 10. Okay, but let it be now linear. So now if I plot, so I am getting a 3D graph. Okay, the points are now joined by lines. Okay, so if I can choose the points also again and plot. Now points has been now plotted in a 3D plane, 3-dimensional plane, where these are x-axis, y-axis, and z-axis. Okay, I forgot one thing to point out, that a tick interval has been given here 2. Okay, so after every 2 units, you are seeing that there are tick marks: 2, then 4, then 6, then 8, then 10, 12, 14, like that. Okay, here we have not specified any, so they have taken their default values. Okay, now let me add it again to the list and plot here with this. Let me plot here an equation x star y. In this case, in case of 3D graph, we have 2 variables, x and y, always in lowercase. Okay, and you can only use x and y. If you use a and b or any other letter for specifying the variable, it will not take, it will show you errors. Let me plot. So both are being plotted with the same symbol, so you are not able to distinguish. Let me choose here and different. Let me reduce the size and choose different color. Same color, width also different. Okay, type, let me change the type also, 3 type. Okay, okay, these are the point represents the 3D points for x star y. Okay, I can choose this option to draw the 3D graph in a nicer look. You will see. So this one represents the x star y in PM3D format. Okay, and these are my previous points from the data file. Okay, so in this manner I can plot the 3D graph. So I can add this equation to the list again and save it previously in the image formats, various image formats. So this is how we can plot the 2D and 3D graph with the help of Gnuplot Helper software without using any coding. Okay, there are other functions also, such as multiplot and other things that I shall show you in a later class. Okay, thank you.